What's up, y'all? Thanks for clicking on another video. My name is Philosopher, the Monotone Magic player, and today I'm bringing you a mono blue mill deck that is really just us trying to create as many copies of Ruin Crab as possible to mill out our opponent. And I'm going to try to keep this intro super short because I know that usually my intros drag on a little bit too long. So I'm only going to say the important bit, which is if you like the video, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment down below so you can help out that algorithm. Additionally, you can always skip to whatever part of the video you want to with the timestamps down below, whether that's the deck tech or the actual gameplay, or if you want to skip a game because it's boring or whatever, you can go ahead and do that too. But yeah, like I said, trying to keep this super short. So you know what? Let's get straight into the deck guide. So, like I said, mono blue mill, trying to make as many Ruin Crabs as humanly possible. So of course we have our Ruin Crab, and then the rest of the deck is basically revolving around ways to keep our crabs safe and create more of them. So going through the full deck list, we have a full playset of Opt, of course, our 4 Ruin Crabs, 4 copies of So Tiny. I'll get to this in a little bit. 4 copies of Unsummon. We have 3 Anti-Cognitions, 3 Maddening Cacophonies, 4 Glasspool Mimics, 4 Mirror Images, of course, just to copy our Ruin Crab. 3 copies of Didn't Say Please. We have 3 copies of Lithoform Engine. We have 2 copies of Into the Story, and then we have let's see, how many lands is that? 20 lands? No, I'm so far off. 22 lands. 14 islands, 4 Evolving Wilds, and 4 Fable Passages. Now let's start with this because you may be wondering, Philosopher, why are you playing Fable Passage and Evolving Wilds in a monocolor deck? Well, Ruin Crab only mills on landfall, so I'm trying to get as many landfall triggers as possible to happen, and mono blue doesn't have very much ramp in terms of, like, you know, you can play extra lands per turn. So the sack lands, you know, like fetch lands, basically Evolving Wilds and Fable Passage, are the only way that we can get 2 on a turn, which really accelerates the deck, especially if you have 2, 3, 4, however many copies of Ruin Crab already on the field. So going through the deck list, Opt, everybody knows what that's for. Ruin Crab, you know what that's for. So Tiny, Unsummon, we'll start with those 2. Those are our control elements so that we can try to make it farther in the game. So Tiny has Flash. It's a 1-cost Flash aura. Enchanted creature gets -2/-0. It gets -6/-0 instead if its controller has 7 or more cards in their graveyard, which if our opponent doesn't have 7 or more cards in their graveyard, we're doing something very wrong. So this is a amazing card. 1 mana for a -6/-0. Basically, whatever threat was on the board, it's no longer a threat. We also have the 4 copies of Unsummon. If you watch the third video, okay, the third gameplay, this card comes in clutch. I'm not gonna spoil it, but if there's a big threat that you need to answer, you can just unsummon it. If you don't have So Tiny, if maybe it's too big for So Tiny, spoilers a little bit, then you can just unsummon it. We have Anti-Cognition, try to answer creatures and planeswalkers, because usually it's going to be creatures that do us in, since we need our, like, we only have Ruin Crabs as creatures. Mirror Image and Glasspool Mimic only create Ruin Crabs. We don't want to block with them. They're not very good blockers. They're only 0/3s. So we need to have ways to prevent creatures from ever hitting the board, which is Anti-Cognition. The Scry, if they have more than 8 cards in their graveyard, is also really nice, because again, if they don't have 8 cards in their graveyard, you're messing up. We have the Maddening Cacophony. If you ever manage to kick it, it's really good, but Maddening Cacophony could just be that last little bit to push you into the win, because 8 cards is a lot. Again, Glasspool Mimic, Mirror Image, just to create more crabs, but Glasspool Mimic also is a land on the other side, which is really nice. So, you know, kind of saying that we're playing 26 lands, because we could just use the land side of Glasspool Mimic to trigger the landfall of the Ruin Crab, or we could unsummon our own creature, unsummon our own Glasspool Mimic if maybe they were a crab, play the land side, and get that land value if we didn't have a land in hand. Didn't Say Please, again, just a counter spell. It helps with the mill. Lithoform Engine, it's probably way too high mana costed, but I just thought, like, I mean, Lithoform Engine is a sweet card, maybe not in Arena, but more so EDH. And I figured the copy targeted activated or triggered ability would be pretty cool, you know, if you manage to get this down late game. And then also copy target permanent spell you control, you know, like you play a Ruin Crab and you make another one for an extra 4 mana. Seems pretty nice. Into the Story is the last card that we're going to talk about. This is a 7 mana instant, okay? and it says draw 4 cards. Now usually that's a pretty bad card. I'm not going to say another word. But it says the spell costs 3 less to cast if an opponent has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. Therefore, it makes it a 4 cost to draw 4 cards, which seems pretty decent. Plus it's an instant, so we could do this on our opponent's turn. I was thinking about putting like Teferi's Tutelage in there for this and the opt and stuff like that, but I didn't think there was any real room for it. And this is so nice just to refill our hand because, you know, we're kind of trying to go pretty quick, and we don't have that many card draw engines in the deck as it is. So cut that, boom. We are what, like 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the intro. Still kind of long because I went a little bit more in detail with the deck guide, but shorter than usual, so that's nice. Yeah, like I said, I think there's 3 games that go on in this video. The third one is definitely a nail biter. If you want to see that, be sure to watch all the way till the end. And again, I cannot say thank you enough for everybody that watches the videos. Be sure that you're liking it, subscribing to the channel, all that kind of stuff. And be on the lookout for more content coming up soon. With Kaldheim coming out, I think I want to start doing Commander deck techs. I know I've been saying that for God knows how long. The editing scares me. That's really what's holding me back. So with that all said and done, I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right, we've got game 1 versus the first game of the day, so it's going to lag like crazy. Versus BDS1, and I'm going to move my camera once I can see where everything's at. No Ruin Crab, mulligan. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to keep Anti-Cognition and drop Didn't Say Please. And I have opt for another 1 cost play after the Ruin Crab turn 1. Okay, let's do that. Put it down here. I'm just gonna drop it as low as it can go. A second Ruin Crab, yes. So I'm actually not gonna do the opt after this. Let me give him a... I didn't even get to say hello to them. I was gonna say hello. What could they have possibly been playing that they're so upset about a turn 1 Ruin Crab? Like, I get turn 1 Thoughtseize or something like that, but turn 1 Ruin Crab? Okay. Game 1 took about 20 seconds. Okay, on to game 2. If only every game was like that. Ruin Crab is new Thoughtseize, imagine. Which, if you want to be talking to me in chat, instead of watching these videos just on YouTube, go check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/philosopher. Drop a follow, turn on that little notification thing, the little bell, and you can find out whenever I go live. Matt Hatter. I like Bazriket. Okay, no Ruin Crab, mulligan. There you go. I think we dropped the unsummon. We drop the unsummon, we'll keep the anti-cognition up. Yeah. If we don't need to anti-cognition something on turn 2, then we will use the opt. Oh, they have the Kaldheim Bear. They've spent money on this game. And they have a terrible person's sleeves. Okay, so we're playing Abzan something. Oh, we got an unsummon anyways. Nice. Okay, well, we're just gonna play the land. Have the Ruin Crab trigger. They're playing a cycling deck. Maybe 5-color cycling, potentially. Yeah, it does just look like a cycling deck. It's gonna be my turn, right? Or no? Okay. We will opt. Oh. That is pretty perfect if we're gonna be honest. Okay. My turn. Damn. Ooh, double Glasspool Mimic. Okay. Unfortunately, I was really hoping we'd hit an untapped land because I wanted to play the Glasspool Mimic. Oh, I can. Let me play the... It enters tapped. I think that's fine. We're gonna play the tapped land side. I always forget that it's a modal double face or whatever. I think we may just be helping them with like a Zenith Flare if we're being honest. Okay. We will pass. We're gonna pass because I want the Evolving Wilds to come in when there are 2 Glasspool Mimics, or sorry, Ruin Crabs. So that way we get extra Ruin Crab value. But again, I do think we may just be hurting ourselves here. Okay. The Lotus Field comes down. That's kind of interesting. Okay, the Sensor. Well, we know that we're going to be able to do whatever we want on our turn. Yeah, okay. Fabled Passage too. Do I do the Fabled Passage first? I probably do, right? Because I have Unsummon up. Yeah. So we're going to Glasspool Mimic the Ruin Crab. Oops, all crabs. And we're going to do the Fabled Passage because that keeps us the 1 mana for Unsummon. I'm really not sure what our opponent's going for because I haven't seen a Zenith Flare. I haven't seen like some of the more normal cards that you would see in cycling decks. Okay, where there's Approach of the Second Sun. I don't like that, but I'm also not that scared of it. Okay. Our opponent just not doing anything. How many cards do they have? They have 30. They'll go down to 24 here, and then they'll go down to 18, right? On this next one. Research your library for a basic land card or a desert card, put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. Okay. So a little bit of ramp, I guess, for them. I mean, it does... I mean, they got the Lotus Field, which was kind of ramp a little bit. Hold the Evolving trigger for their turn just to be that guy. I would, but I don't want them to draw something nice off the top. I don't know. I'm one of those people who like in my head, I'm like, oh, the card that they need is on top of their deck, so I need to mill it right now instead of like, let me mill when it's their turn. Hello, bear. This bear doesn't care when you click on them. I need to get myself some Kaldheim stuff. Yeah, little do they know that I'm not playing mono blue. Imagine, like, that's why I was holding up the Evolving Wilds. Untap target permanent. Okay, that's I mean, that's pretty cool. That the Lotus Field, you may draw 3 cards as long as you have 7 or more cards in hand. You may pay 0 rather than pay cycling costs. Okay. Okay, well, they have a lot of cards. As long as you have 7 or more cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're just gonna draw their whole deck or something? I think that's their plan. Do they have anything in here that, like a... That's what they're trying to do. They're trying... How many cards do they have? They're trying to Approach of the Second Sun. I guarantee it. They're trying to do Approach, and then they would cycle all their cards through new perspectives, and then they would just hit the Approach of the Second Sun because they can cycle everything for 0. I think that's what this person's deck is trying to do. That's the only win con. I don't see any Thassa's Oracles. Yeah, I respect their strat too. That's a pretty cool one. Return to your hand all cards in your graveyard that you cycled or discarded this turn. Okay. Or I just need to hit this Evolving Wilds right now so that they don't get to their turn. Because if they do happen to have a, whichever one that one was, return from the grave or whatever, then they could potentially just get everything back. Okay. Do we win? I think we do. Right? Unless they wanted to somehow win before their Zenith Flare. They do have it. I haven't seen this at all. Oh my god, what are the chances? Good game. And I had, like, I have counter spells in here, but I just have Anti-Cognition, which is only creature or planeswalker. How many Zenith Flares do they have? One? Do they have one? Because I just looked through like 48 cards or however many were in their graveyard and there wasn't a single one. Okay, well, we're 1 for 1 because they had an upkeep Zenith Flare. God damn. I was worried about that too. I said it at the beginning. I was like, are they going to try to Zenith Flare me? And that we might not be helping ourselves, which was the case actually. Damn. Okay, well, I'm going to play one more game with this deck. See if we can't end on a 2-1. Unless this game is too fast and too terrible. Koshchich? Oh man, this is a hand right here. You love to see this. Yeah, we're going to keep that for sure. I would like to hit one more basic island. If I hit one more basic island, we're in a really good spot, I think. I could also play the Glasspool Mimic on its non-creature side, like on its land side. You love getting a turn 1 Ruin Crab when you only have 4 in the deck. And there's other decks where I can't buy a creature. Ooh, so tiny. That's a good one to get. Do I need the mana? Yeah, I do, right? Okay, I dropped a Karn. I do need the mana. Okay, good game. That's 2 people. That's 2 people that just forfeit immediately. I don't even know what they were playing. I didn't even look at their deck. Okay, we're gonna do one more. And that was... So far, the 2 wins that we've gotten have been turn 1 concedes from our opponent only because we're playing Ruin Crab. Which for me, like, yeah, mill is really annoying, but it takes a few turns. Like, you have a lot of time to try to get what you need. Unless maybe they saw like a key piece, like maybe their Karn was really important and that went to the graveyard. I don't know. I'll say it again. I say it every video. This person looks like Merchant. If you don't know Merchant, they also make YouTube content. They're way bigger than I am. That's like, I watch their videos all the time. But every time I see them, I just think of Merchant. I think the resemblance is uncanny. I did like that other person's strat with the... I may try to make a deck with that actually. Let me see if I have enough cycling cards. I'm probably going to check that after this. There's our first look at Lithoform Engine, but it doesn't do anything for us now. Crab. Damn. Crab. Let me mulligan again. Looks like we're playing against a Golgari deck. Crab. Okay, nice. We will drop... We're definitely going to drop Into the Story. Oh no, we're not going to drop Into the Story. It will only cost 4. And it will draw 4 cards, which if we're going to drop 2, I feel like we need to keep this one. We'll drop the Mirror Image and we'll drop the Opt. I know this is really slow, but the Mirror Image can't come down as a land like Glasspool Mimic can, so we'll just start like this. So Tiny is actually a pretty good pick, like a pretty good draw, in my opinion. It's something that we can play on the turns between Glasspool Mimic. We need to hit a land here. Okay, nice. We did hit a land. This one has to be the... It has to be the Evolving Wilds because I don't know if I'll hit... Oh, we hit a Great Henge off the top. That's good. Because I don't know if I'll hit a third land and I don't want to be greedy with this Glasspool Mimic in hand. That also means that we can play Into the Story pretty soon. Right? Because they need 7 or more and they're at 6. We play our island, they're above that. So we just need one more land to draw 4 cards, which will be really, really good. Okay, well they're getting a lot of mana. No payoff for it yet though. Fabled Passage is really nice. Damn. We'll play the land first. We'll go ahead and Glasspool Mimic our Crab. The good thing is that they're still stuck on like only 2 cards in hand. If they would have hit that the Great Henge, that would have been really bad for us because that's a lot of card advantage, like a lot of value. Okay, the Trample Haster, we can just so tiny that. Yeah, no blocks, that would be stupid of me. I could unsummon. No, I'm not gonna unsummon. We'll just so tiny it. Goodbye. We're not gonna unsummon it because it has haste, so there'd be no point. Ooh, Sarkhan's Unsealing, Carnage Tyrant, Regisaur Alpha, disgusting. I am actually going to save. I think I'm gonna save this Fabled Passage. Maybe I shouldn't have. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards with different names, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your library. Let's get rid of 6 more cards so that there's 6 less cards that they can look at. Druid of the Cal Kiora, Great Henge. Okay, we didn't hit anything that big, to be fair. Yep, okay, well there's Galta and there's Regisaur Alpha. That gives everything haste, right? Yeah. Right now they don't have the mana for any of them. They have 27 cards in their deck left. Let's see, can they play... Unsummon's an instant, right? Okay. I think they can play both. Cost X less, where X is the total power of creatures you control. If they play the Regisaur Alpha first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, and Galta takes 2 green, they would definitely have... This is a 4/4, that's 7, that would be 10. They would have enough for the Galta as well. I think I saved the unsummon. I think I saved the unsummon for Regisaur Alpha. Potentially. That'll only give us 1 turn though. And I guess we have another unsummon in hand. I think we could potentially win this. We'll pass a turn. Yeah, there's the Alpha. We'll resolve that. We can also get rid of... Do we bounce? Okay, now the question is, do we bounce this? Okay, well, we don't bounce that right now. We're gonna bounce the Alpha. Because I do not want that to come in with haste. That could ruin us. I could so tiny their Galta and make it a 6. Copy target permanent spell you control. I don't have enough mana for that. I can make a copy of Ruin Crab right now. Yeah. Make a copy of Ruin Crab. We'll drop the Fabled Passage. How many are they going down to? They have 12. Wait, we win, right? No, that's 9. No, shit. We only get rid of 9, right? And they go down to 2 cards. Oh, no. We're like just a little bit too slow. Oh, we could have won! If I would have played, oh my god, we could have won. If I would have played, no, we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have. I didn't have enough mana. Okay, I thought if I would have played Lithoform Engine, maybe we would have won, but I don't think so. Okay, we pass. We just need to survive this next turn. Yep. I need them to go to attacks and then I can hit their Galta again. Okay. They're attacking with their -1, -5. Oh, so Tiny has Flash. Let's see, it's not lethal, so we'll let everything through. We got a land. We actually hit a land. GG's. Yes. Oh my god. Unsummon coming in so clutch. Coach J-Ro, if you're out there, because I follow you on Twitter, good game. Coach J-Ro, like, their name is Unsummoned Skull. Because they love the unsummon effect in Magic, like all cards that deal with unsummoning. So I guess, hey, Unsummon is a great card. That wins for you, man.